Hello students, in the last video we will discuss about the sequential circuits and the difference between different combinational and sequential circuit, basic concept of latches, and now we will discuss about the basic concept of flip-flops, why we use flip-flop in the storage elements, why it is called the basic building blocks for sequential circuit. So we will discuss about all this in brief in this video. Let's begin. So we know that the computers and calculators use flip-flop for their memory. A combination of number of flip-flops will produce some amount of memory. So flip-flop is formed using logic gates, and which are in turn made of transistors. Flip-flop are basic building blocks in the memory of our electronic devices. Each flip-flop can store one bit of data, and then these are this is we know that the sequential logic circuits and latches are the part of sequential logic circuits. So and let's we move on to the main topic, that which is flip-flop. Flip-flop have two stable states, and they are bistable multiprivators. The two stable states are high, which is logic 1, and low, which is logic 0. The term flip-flop is used as they can switch between the states under the influence of a clock or enable signal, because we use enable line to latch. That is, they can flip to one state and flop back to other state. That is called flip-flop. So there are the few points we understand what is a flip-flop. Flip-flops are a binary storage device because they can store binary data 0 or 1 in the form of 0, logic 0 or 1. Flip-flops are edge sensitive or edge triggered devices. That is, they are sensitive to the transition rather than the duration or width of the clock signal, because we are this is the level this is the edge sensitive. Edge means falling edge or uh, rising edge. They are known as signal change sensitive device, which mean that the change in the level of clock signal will bring a change in the output of the flip-flop. Flip-flop works depending on clock pulses, and flip-flops are used to control the digital circuit's functionality, and they can change the operation of a digital circuit depending on the state. So some of the most common flip-flops are SR flip-flop, which is called RS flip-flop. This is a set reset flip-flop, and JK flip-flop, D flip-flop, and T flip-flop. Some basic applications, we know that these flip-flops are used in counters, frequency dividers, shift register, and storage register. So in the flip-flop, we know that this is edge triggered flip-flop because the characteristic of the state transition occur at the rising or falling edge, we know that, of the clock signal. And in the latches, these are level sensitive because this is work on high or low level. This is high logic 1 high level, and this is logic 0 level. And edge triggered flip-flop, this is positive edge triggered, either it is negative edge triggered flip-flop. In positive edge triggered flip-flop, this is work on the rising edge, and the negative edge triggered, this is work on falling edge. So this is edge triggered, and this is flip-flop, and the level triggered, this is latches. So first we move to the main flip-flop, which is called SR flip-flop. RS means reset set flip-flop. So we know that the characteristics of this flip-flop is that it is two stable state, which is set or reset. This is memory capability, because we know that this is the store 1 bit device, 1 bit store data. That is why it is called memory capability. And the operation is specified by a characteristic table. We discuss about later in this video. This is the flip flop. This is the basic working of the flip flop. First, we this is a NOT gate. We know that we stored some data to 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. So we need to store some data. We will need some basic gate. So first we know that the basic gate is NOT gate. So first we put the data 1, and that is going to the NOT gate, and the output is 0, and 0 is also feedback cross coupled to the next second NOT gate, and the output is 1, and 1 is again going to the first input of the first NOT gate. And so this cross coupled device is lock some bits, which is called either it is 0 or it is 1. So that's it is why it is called latch, because it locks some bit. In this condition, it is locked 0 state or 0 bit, and in this condition this is locked 1 bit or 1 state. In order to use in the computer circuit, the state of the flip flop should have input terminals and output terminals, so that it can be set to a certain states, and its state can be read externally. So this is the basic form of this flip flop. Now we will this is the latch, and now we will use this latch in our circuit. Now we will discuss the basic characteristic of this flip-flop. We know that it has two stable state, either it is 0 or 1 set or reset condition. This is this has memory capability, because we know that the number this is stored some bits, so it is storage some memory. The operation is specified by a characteristic table. We will discuss it to the later, and now we understand the basic working of this circuit. So we know that when we stored some data, we directly go through we can't pass it to the buffer, because buffer is only pass the data. But when we move it to the 1 bit device, we know that it is 1 bit device, so we need some one input gate. So we will pass some bits to either it is 0 or 1 to some gate. So first we consider NOT gate. So value 1 is when 1 is passed to a NOT gate, the output is 0, and when 0 is cross coupled to the second NOT gate, the output is 1. When final one is the again pass to the first NOT gate, first input of the NOT gate, that output is 0. So this circle is going on in many number of time, because we know that it locks some data which is 0, which is in the 0 form or 1 form. So this is 0 state data working, and this working of the second circuit is store 1 state, because 0, when we pass to the 0 to the NOT gate, the output is 1, and 1 is passed to the second NOT gate, the output is 0. Again 0 is passed to the first NOT gate, the output is 1. So 1 is stored in this circuit. So this is 1 state, this is 0 state. So in order to use in this computer circuits, state of the flip-flop should have input terminal and output terminals, so that it can be set to a certain state, and its state can be read externally. So we will implement this circuit to our flip-flop. So we know that not gate is cross coupled to the second not gate. So we put some other gate to the input. So first we consider the OR gate to the input. The R is connected to first input of the OR gate, and the second input of first OR gate is connected to cross coupled to the output. So in the second OR gate, the first input is connected to cross coupled of the input output, and second input of the second OR gate is connected to S, and then it is the output of the OR gate is connected to the NOT gate, and again output is connected to the OR gate. This OR gate is cross coupled to the output. So first we put the value of R, and S is 0 0. This is 0, this is 1, this is 0. So 0 plus q bar, 0 plus q bar, because it is OR gate. So 0 plus q bar, the output is q, and q, and the output is of q is not output, or not is q bar. On the other side, the second S equal to 0, and 0 plus first input is connected to q, so 0 plus q is output q, and q is connected to NOT gate, and the output is q bar. So we understand that the output is q, output doesn't change. The output next output is same as the previous output. So in the 0 0 condition, the qt1 plus 1 is, it means the next state is equal to the previous state. Then second condition is applying on this circuit. So first we are equal to we put the R value is equal to 1 and S value is equal to 0, and the R value 1 plus q, we know that 1 plus q bar, 1 plus a equal to 1. So value of 1 plus q bar is equal to 1. Then 1 is connected to the input of the NOT gate, and then output of q is 0. So 0 is connected to S, and the value of S is always already 0. So 0 plus 0 is output 0, and then 0 is connected to the NOT gate, the output is 1. So in this is the condition, the q input is changed to 0. So it is this is set to 0. So this condition is 0. So in this the next output is equal to 0. And the third condition, 1 0 is applying on this circuit. So R equal to 0 and S equal to 1. So S equal to 1 plus this is connected to Q. So 1 plus Q is equal to Q. Q is connected to NOT gate, and the output is q bar. So q bar is already sorry. So 1 plus q is equal to 1, and then 1 is connected to NOT gate, the output is 0. 0 is connected to the second input of this first OR gate, which is 0, and the output is R equal 0. So 0 plus 1 equal 0 plus 0 equals 0. So 0 is connected to NOT gate, the output of NOT gate is 1. So q equal to 1. So the previous state is changed to 1. So the next state of this circuit is is 1. So it is changed to 0 1. So in the 1 1 condition, we are applying this condition to the circuit. So R equal 1 and S equal 1, R then 1 plus q bar is we know that 1 plus q is equal to 1. So 1 plus q bar is equal to 1, and then 1 is applied on the input of the NOT gate, the output is 0. So 0 is connected to S, 1 plus 0 equal to 1, 1 is connected to second input of the NOT gate, and this is also 1. So in this condition, the input of output of q and q bar is 1. This is not possible because first output is q and the second output is inverted of the first output. So this is always inverted output. We get always inverted output. So we can't get same output on the both side of the output. So this is called intermediate state and forbidden state. Now we will move to the main topic, which is SR flip flop. Now we will discuss about SR flip flop. The SR flip flop, also known as SR latch, it can be considered as one of the most basic sequential circuit. And this is simple flip flop, basically one bit memory device, has two inputs, S and R, and two outputs, Q and Q bar. The operation of SR flip flop is similar to SR latch, but this flip flop affects the output only when the positive transition of the clock signal is applied instead of active enable circuit. So this is clocked circuit, but first we understand unclocked circuit, which is only basic idea, which gives only the basic idea of SR flip flop. So in this flip flop, basic NAND gate of NAND gate SR flip flop circuits are there. This circuit provides feedback from both of its input back to its opposing input. It is commonly used in a memory circuit to store a single data bit. Then the SR flip flop has three inputs, S, R, which is set, reset, and its current output, with that is Q, relating to its current state or previous history. So first we understand the basic basic block diagram of this. We know that the S and R was the basic the inputs of this flip flop, and Q and Q bar is the output of this flip flop. So S bar and R bar is connected to this input because it is NAND gate. When we use NOR gate, it is connected to S and R only. This because the operation of NAND and NOR are similar, but the conditions are differed. That is why we used S bar and R bar in this circuit. So first we understand what this truth table, the working of this truth table. We know that in this truth table the number of inputs are 2, so the maximum possible conditions are 4. So first we put the value of 0 0 to 1 1 value. And the output is output is next state, which is Q n plus 1. And finally we give the description of this circuit. So first we we put the value 0 0 to it, 0 0 to it. So 0 and 0 is connected to the input of this NAND gate, and we know that the first input of this of AND or NAND gate is 0, so the output is always 1. So the value is 1, and 1 is connected to this this input, and 0.1 bar equal 1. So in this 0 0 condition, the output is 1 1. This is called intermediate state. We will discuss about in the last slide. So in this 0 0 condition, this is intermediate state because the value is 1 1. So it is also called invalid condition. And then second we put the value 0 1 to this is 0, this is 1. So 0 is connected to this. We know that 1 input is 0, so then the second input we don't consider. The output is always 1. So 1 is connected to B, and this is 1. So 1.1 bar equal 0. So this is 0, and 0 is again connected cross coupled to the first NAND gate. So 0.0 is always 0, and the output is 1. So this is going always when we apply it to the next input on the this circuit. So the value of Q is 1. So in this condition, the output is 1 q and the opposite output is 0. This is reset state because q bar equal to 0. When then final we put the value 1028 1 the one value है because one dot q bar is q bar and the output is q is connected to b and the r output is 0. So 0 dot b 0 dot q equal to 0 and the bar is 1, so this value is 1. So when it's again connected to first input second input of the NAND gate and 0 dot 1 dot 1 equal 1 and the bar is 0. So q is always 0 and q bar is always 1. So in this 1 0 condition, set condition is applied because q bar is always 1. And the last condition 1 1 is applied on this circuit. So 1 dot q bar is always q and q dot 1 is always q bar. So in this condition, the the value of the next state is always is equal to the previous state. So it don't change a condition is applied in this circuit. So this in this circuit the 1 1 when applied, this is 0, this is 1 because the previous condition is as it is passed to the next condition. So this is this condition is no change. Then we move to the second flip flop, which is JK flip flop. The problem in the SR flip flop we will overcome to the this flip flop because in this last condition we know that the one condition is extra. We don't need this condition. Which condition is extra? The invalid condition is extra. We don't need this condition, so we overcome this condition. We will use JK flip flop. Next class we will discuss JK flip flop. Thank you.